Hello Arties, and welcome to October's hashtag Art event, all about breast cancer. I hope you're all getting checked. I've taken a girl that I previously sketched on a piece of sketch paper and colored with markers and acrylic paint and gelatos and gesso and heavy body white paint. If you'd like to see how I did that, go to bluebirdiesky.com and you will be able to view a video there. She's now cut out and about to be put down on this piece of recycled, I'm all about the recycle, plywood that I've added some gesso to and different colors of acrylic paints, lots of dark earth tones, earth and sky, that's what I'm all about, it seems. The acrylics I'm using are a brand from Amsterdam, actually. Thank you, Andrea Gamal. It's for a class I'm taking of hers. So I'm just spreading around randomly. Have no idea what I'm doing when I do it. I just go with the flow. I do know that it's becoming a little dark, and eventually what I will do is put a gesso wash over it, which is gesso mixed with a little bit of water so that it lightens it up a little bit. Added a few stencils with some heavy body white, and I'm now outlining some of the shapes with a Stabilo pencil, a black one. Black and brown are my go-tos always with those. And then I gesso washed. Sorry for the gravelly throat, by the way, but I've had this bug for 2 weeks that I just can't seem to get rid of. Not dying, just tired of it. Hope you all are staying well. You see I'm mixing the gesso with a little bit of water, and I'm just going to go over it. It's going to have a nice effect when it's dry. Now I'm edging the whole board all the way around with some brown ink, with an ink edger. You can do it with an ink pad, whatever you prefer. I like the edgers, they have a thicker sponge, so it makes it a little easier to do it. And now I'm going to actually glue her down with some matte medium. You can see my gesso has dried. The whole board is dried, I should say. And I'm positioning her where I think I want her. Her and her sweet little bird, Bluebirdie. And then I'm going to outline the whole thing with Stabilo pencil and then take a paintbrush with just a small amount of water to blend it in. And then I will finish the baby with some gelatos and gesso. Now here I've decided she needs more on the page, and because the quote I'm using talks about home, I decided to sketch some houses, a little neighborhood, on a piece of recycled book paper. And I'm going to color them with Spectrum Noir markers, and I'm using primarily pinks. And after I do that, I'm going to add a little bit of gesso here to give it some more tooth to pick up the color better, and also to soften it a little bit. So I'm going to just keep going till I finish coloring all of these, and then I'm going to cut them out so that I can also affix them with some matte medium to the board to be part of her little world. Okay, so the houses in the neighborhood are finished, and I've begun to glue them down with matte medium onto the board next to her in the bottom left. And I am going to wrap it around the edge of the board rather than cutting it even with the edge. I think it makes it a little more finished. So now I'm going to start on the quote, and I've taken some more book pages and I have spread some Gilder's paste across it. It's kind of a teal color, as you can see, and then I take my little individual alphabet and I am going to use the Faber-Castell pins to actually ink them up, and then I'll stamp each word across in the, see there, you can see I'm rubbing it on in the Gilder's paste. Fun, fun, fun. Love to get it on my fingers. So I've cut my words out and I've laid them out on the board the way I want them. I had a little bit of trouble with the word checked because it was so long it was covering up the bird's face. So I cut out space in between the letters and had to paint his ear over on top of it a little bit, but just a minor fix. You know, make lemonade out of lemons. That's what I always say. So I'm going to glue this all down, and then after I've done that, I decide it's really unbalanced because the right side doesn't have anything, and I've got all this busyness on the left side. So I sketched some little silly daisies all the way up the page, and now I'm going to color them in with heavy body white paint. And then, of course, because it's Breast Cancer Awareness Month, it has to be pink centers. So they're little pink and white daisies that are going to go up the page there. Fun, fun, fun. It's actually a way busier piece than I usually do, but I'm having fun, and that's what it's all about. So I've outlined the petals and the centers with a brown crayon, and I've taken a damp paintbrush and blended them in. Colored in some grass on the very bottom, and outlined it a little bit and blended. Up the stems, had to put some heavy body white first so that the green would show through the background, or on top of the background I should say. And then I'm going to do something that I don't very often do anymore, and I used to do a lot, and that's I'm going to outline with some black India ink all the way around the flowers because I just felt they needed to pop more. So I took my little fountain pen and my little jar of ink, and I really started playing. Put some marks on the grass, all around the flowers. And now it seems a little more balanced to me. Well, it's time for me to sign my name and sign off. I'm hoping you're all getting your mammograms this month. Before it hits home, get checked. Do it for them if you love them. And I know you do. Thanks for watching. Visit me again on bluebirdiesky.com.